About the energy flow in an ecosystem. The flow, how the energy flows through the food chain, and that energy, whatever flows from one organism to the other organism, just maintains the balance in the ecosystem. The energy flow is always a unidirectional, means it is only one way. There are different models to explain the energy flow. There are three models majorly we have, that are universal energy flow model, single channel model, and double channel model. Let's discuss one by one. The universal energy flow model, where in universal energy flow model was proposed by Odom. As we know, the energy flow follows the thermodynamic laws. First law and second law, that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It just dissipates into different forms. And in order to explain that energy, how the energy flows in in ecosystem, as I told, there are three theories, three models, and the basic universal model which is accepted by any type of living organism is this universal energy flow model. I'll explain you with the diagram. So if you take this box, this as a standing biomass, this as a organism, living organism, where for every organism there will be some input energy. Imagine that it is a plant, and plant's input energy is the solar energy, and just they takes the energy and it assimilates the energy, and there will be some amount of energy which is not used, which is not if a plant consumes some amount of energy, the total amount of energy whatever it consumes will not be converted into an available form of energy. Some amount of energy will not be assimilated, that is just this will not be used, and the energy whatever it takes as an input will be used and assimilated and converted into some production. If it is a plant, it is a photosynthesis that undergoes photosynthesis and produces energy. That energy we just represent it as P. But if a plant produces food, that food is not for only other organisms. It first utilizes for its growth in terms of the plant's growth, plant survival, and there will be some loss of energy in terms of respiration. Means for plants it's called transpiration, and for the other animals it's called as a respiration. There will be some amount of energy wasted in the form of respiratory loss, and the rest of the amount of energy will be stored for the next trophic level. Means whatever the input it takes, some amount will not be utilized, and some amount will be utilized and converted into production, and that again used for their growth, and then respiratory loss will be there or transpiration loss will be there, and the rest of the energy will be available, will be stored for the next trophic level. This is an universal model, universal energy flow model, which can be applicable to any living organism. But based on what type of organism we take, its input will be different. For plant, it is solar energy. For animal, it can be a plant or it can be other animal. So other model is called single channel energy flow model, where we represent the sequence, the producer and then consumer, means the herbivore and then the primary consumer and then the secondary consumer. The sequence is just represented together in a single channel model. This is the representation. Solar energy, as I told, the major source of energy is the solar energy, and the solar energy is consumed by the autotrophs, and that is called grass production. And the stored energy will be transferred to the herbivores. And as I told, there will be some respiratory loss, there will be some amount of energy which is not utilized, and then rest of the energy can be transferred to the herbivores. And then from in herbivores also there will be again not utilized energy, respiratory loss, and used for the decomposition, and then transferred to the carnivores. Again in this level also we have the same not utilized energy, respiratory loss, and the decomposition. This sequence is what in the form of a single channel. So we name this model as a single channel energy flow. And there is another model called Y-shaped model or double channel model, where we can even include detritus food chain also. In the previous model, which simply considered only the grazing food chain, means it started with the living organism and transferred to the in a sequence, in a single channel model. But here we are including the detritus food chain also. If you take this as a plant, where in plant we have the input and it takes energy, produces food, there will be respiratory loss, there can be storage of energy, and then the rest of the energy will be transferred to the next level. As I represented in the previous model, for every level there will be such type of sequence. If you take the decomposers, decomposers can consume the food from plants, herbivores, and any type of organisms, and the source can be anything, and it just continues by the other organisms. Simply, we have two channels. One channel is started with the living organisms, this is grazing food chain. The other is started with the dead bodies, dead organic plant. So it ends up with the decomposers, and then can be any predator can consume it. It is a detritus food chain. If both together represented in a model, it is called as a Y-shaped or Y-channel energy flow model. Let's discuss the other topic in next video. Thank you.